Hey there. Guess what? I quit Starbucks. This is my last week working with Starbucks, so I still have a couple of shifts to show up for. But yeah, I lasted for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Um, like, how many shifts is that? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, yeah, seven shifts, including the ones that are coming up. So I lasted a week basically, a week into this job. Um, and it's not because of my manager. My manager is awesome. She's very understanding. She's very straightforward. And it's not because of the opening by myself type of task, because I did manage to open by myself with minimal problems. I found that the process of opening the store by myself was very straightforward. Um, and it really helped that there was a list of tasks for me to do and and follow. So opening by myself wasn't the problem. Um, the problem was customer rush. Whenever there's a big lineup of customers, or you have to keep up with it, otherwise it will just be a whole bunch of frustrated and stressed out people that you're serving. And keeping up with such pressure is the major challenge that I had. And it's not even just a challenge. It is a challenge, and it's a challenge that I don't want to deal with. I don't want to be on that constant pressure all the time. And that's what this particular job comes with. Pressure. Pressure to perform efficiently and effectively. Um, and yeah, I I'm sure that with time and practice, I'll be able to handle it. But to handle it, you need to be okay with the type of stress that comes with it. And I don't want to have to deal with it all the time. Every single day that I go to work, I don't want to deal with that type of pressure or stress. I'm a very, I like work where you can think about the steps, um, cautiously. I like that type of work, a chill job like that. That's what I like. And Dollarama is like you're working, but all you're doing is cashing people out. You don't need to learn the products to punch in. At Starbucks, you need to know which buttons to press in order to select the proper orders for the customers that you're serving. And it's crazy when they customize their drinks so much. It's like light ice, oat milk, caramel macchiato, uh, what else? Americano, cortado. It's like all these types of drinks and all these types of customizations. You need to be able to press them and select the right buttons to press very quickly. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of customers waiting behind and piling up behind each and every one of them. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And that's not even the only thing. That's only pressing the buttons of the cash register, eh? That's not even making the actual drinks themselves. Making the actual drinks themselves, you have to memorize the different recipes. But just the cash register alone is work in and of itself for me. I found myself like, every time I can't find a particular item, it's like, hey, can you help me out here? So and so forth. Hey, partner A, partner B, where can I find this particular? It's like questions on questions and questions instead of actually performing the work. And that's really frustrating. But besides the cash register, you also need to be able to warm food quickly. That was basically most of my job. I'm part of the warming station where you heat up food. The problem with that is you need to know your food. And in the warming station, there's also buttons to press, and it's like I always have to figure out which is it pastry, is it croissant bagel, is it seasonal items. You need to know which buttons to press quickly so that you can heat up the foods efficiently. And so there's a fridge in the warming station. And whenever we're running out of particular items, you need to know which of those items are running out. And if they're running out, you need to go run back to the fridge and get some more of those. But the problem is like you need to memorize what type of items you are selling in order to figure out which ones you're missing. And memorizing them takes time. So I found myself missing items. And I found myself not knowing which items were missing in the fridge. So it's like one of them will order a spinach feta wrap, and I'm like, "What's that? What is that? Do we have any of that?" I look in the fridge, and I look in the fridge at the back, and I'm like, "Which one of this is spinach feta wrap?" So I have to memorize these items and look for them while, kind of having a feel for the inventory. And it's like a bunch of things to think about just with the warming station, warming food. So I did not like it. I did not like it. The simplest job was basically serving the brewed coffee. Dark roast, pike roast, blonde roast. Those were the easiest because all you're doing is pouring them. But then you gotta keep an eye on them. Every 10 minutes or so, there's an alarm that will beep, and then you gotta take a look at which coffee you need to brew some more of. And place the labels on each coffee so that whenever you're brewing a coffee, you know what you have and what you don't have. There have been multiple times where I forget to place the label, whether it's pike roast, dark roast, or blonde roast. And basically I brew a coffee without a label, and minutes pass by and I forget what type of coffee I brewed, and we gotta dump that coffee that I made because we don't know what it is and we don't know how to serve it. So a lot of wasting time in that regard too. So I understand it's routine, practice, but it just feels like I'm holding the team back from performing well. And I don't like that feeling at all. I don't like the pressure. I don't like holding the team back from doing well. But yeah, and then on top of all these tasks, you gotta clean up too. And then whenever we run out of milk or cream, you need to refill the different fridges. You need to put day dots on the different food items. The day dots are basically these stickers where you write down the deadlines for the items that have an expiry date and time. So, these little I'm just saying that these are other tasks on top of the ones that I already mentioned. And they're simple tasks by themselves, but you put it with everything else, all of a sudden you're getting paid what? Almost minimum wage, and then you're doing all these things left and right, and then you're having to think about all these things all at once. And it's like quickly you realize this job is a lot, and I don't know whether or not I'm getting paid enough for it. But like I said, every, like, the manager, the coworkers, they're awesome people. They're awesome. But the job itself for me, if for me, wasn't it. It's not for me. So, I after my fourth shift, the very day that I opened by myself, like at the end of my shift, I went and I told my manager, I was like, I need to speak with you privately. And so we did. I spoke with her privately, and I was just like, I did not realize how much work went into becoming a barista for Starbucks. And I just realized that this is not for me. It's really not for me. And she understood. And she's very understanding. And she didn't give me a hard time for quitting. She was like, she just wanted me to show up for the rest of the shifts this week that I signed up for, because she needs someone to open for her. And because I signed up for it, I wanted to be a man of my word. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show up for the rest of the shifts that I signed up for. And then this is my last week. And she was like, people sign up for like a month and then they leave. So it's nothing new. She's had multiple people quit on her before, so it's okay. But yeah, I quit Starbucks. Do I feel bad for it? No. Sure, I'm kind of like, you weak-willed man. You like, I kind of feel that a little bit. But I don't feel guilty at all. It's like, I tried my best. I tried it out to see whether it's good or not for me. And I just found it to not be good for me. So I tried it out. I did my best. And I just don't like what it involves, what it entails. So I'm saying no to it. I'm leaving it behind. Nothing like Dollarama at all. Dollarama, you're just cashing people out, but you're not having to press so many buttons all at once. It's like you're just scanning items, and then they pay for it. And then all you do is organize the different shelves. It's like, that is like a job that's worth minimum wage. I agree. I'm not complaining about the compensation at all for Dollarama. But yeah, that's I got a souvenir though. I got the apron. Let me see. I got the apron for Starbucks and the hat. So there's something to take away. I got this apron. Ta-da! My very own Starbucks apron. So yeah, that's a nice souvenir to have. So what next? I'm thinking I'll just reveal what this new opportunity that I have is, because it's just revealing the name of the opportunity. It's not me revealing any other sensitive information. But yeah, so tomorrow, Wednesday, I have an interview with the new opportunity that I've been excited about. And the new opportunity is a data collection clerk for Statistics Canada. So it's a government job. It's contractual. And yeah, I have an interview with them tomorrow. And that's what I've been really excited about, because I've always wanted to work for the government. And I've had multiple opportunities to do so, but I've always had something get in the way. For example, when I initially signed up for nursing school, I was in the middle of nursing school when recruiter from Service Canada contacted me for a passport clerk position. And it was a 3-month contract as well. But I was already in nursing school at the time. So it's like, am I going to abandon nursing school for it? And I ended up saying no to that position. So I've had opportunities to work for the government, but it just didn't pan out that way before. Now, this time around, it's an opportunity. It's a contract opportunity, and I'm not in nursing school yet. So what I'm hoping to get out of this is a 3 or 4 month contract, September, October, November, December, where I can work both Dollarama and the Statistics Canada job before I enter nursing school in January. That's the ideal scenario for me. Yeah, and then I could put it down on my resume. I could get that experience. And I could get that foot in the door for the government. Because from what I understand, if you do manage to get hired by for a federal position, you become an internal applicant. You become eligible for the internal applicant status. So it gets you access to restricted inventory, recruitment inventory. So that would be a privilege if I do manage to get hired. But no more than that. I'm no more information beyond that. I'm not going to share anything about the interview process. I'm not going to share anything about the job tasks. It's enough for me to say that that's the position that I'm looking to get, and that the interview is tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow's the interview, and then Thursday, Friday, Starbucks, Saturday, Sunday, Dollarama. And then we'll see what the next week has to offer, what my new schedule is going to be like. I will update y'all whether I got the job or not. But for now, the rest of my day is basically picking up my mom from work, and getting a good night's sleep, because I barely got any last night. I had an opening shift today, so barely got any sleep. I finished Welcome to the NHK, the anime. It was good. I liked it a lot. I wish I had my own Misaki Nakahara. Someone who would choose me, because I am very lonely. Oh wow, it took a turn. Oh, what's so upbeat, and all of a sudden, woo! But yeah, that's. I do feel lonely, and I will say deeply unhappy. Even with these opportunities, and even with, I'm smiling and everything, but yeah, I'm craving connection. I'm starving for connection. And I feel bad for saying that, because I have loving parents who take care of me, who care for me, who are there all the time and love me unconditionally. It's like, and I have okay brothers. I'm like, I have people around me, yet I feel lonely. It's like I'm craving intimacy with a person who specifically chooses me. And I don't know how to deal with it. I don't. I did a stupid thing, which is download dating apps because I thought that that was going to be a solution. But no, these apps prey on people like me who are starving for attention, who are starving for connection. These apps prey on these people, on people like me. And they exacerbate that feeling even more. They don't help resolve it. They make it worse. And yet I have them. It's like a trap. It's kind of pathetic to admit that. I want a girlfriend. God damn. But that's the truth. I will say I don't think it's enough to say I want a girlfriend. It's more like I want someone who chooses me for me. And who wants to be intimate with me. A partner. I want my own, the most accurate way that I can say it is I want my own Misaki Nakahara from the anime Welcome to the NHK. That's the feeling that I have. And it's that feeling, if you watch the anime, is very bad because their relationship is toxic. It's very unhealthy. But what can I say? That's the feeling that I have. I want my own Misaki Nakahara. Because I feel like I'm very vulnerable to becoming a hikikomori as well. I very easily get anxious. I get very isolatory easily. I don't even know if that's a word, isolatory. I get isolated easily. And I'm sad a lot of the times. Well, sad, down, depressed. I'm on antidepressants, but anyways, this video has gone too long. That's the update for now. More soon. Sorry to end in a bad note. Or fuck it. Sorry to end in a down note, sad note. But I just wanted to be truthful. Okay, cheerio.